champions. It's a name the Pitt Panthers have claimed many times throughout their history, but they're looking to say it for the first time in the Atlantic Coast Conference. The Panthers, playing for their first conference title since 2010 when they shared the Big East Conference title, are looking for their first ever outright ACC Conference title, and they'll do it in a rematch against Clemson. Drama here, number 4 versus number 5, coming up on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. How are we doing, folks? Your host, Moose, here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network, and we got your Pitt Panthers taking on the Clemson Tigers in the ACC Championship game here at the Bank of America Stadium. It pits a fantastic matchup. If you take a look, they're basically inverse to each other, both with very solid passing offense and a solid rushing offense complementing them, and we'll see who can be the dramatic force in this game. And here we are getting things underway. It's a sold-out event here. Number 4 Pitt versus number 5 Clemson. A rematch of a game where the Panthers won at Heinz Field earlier this season. And dramatic playmaker Quadri Henderson gets things underway with a 20-yard return. And the Panthers will start out here with the ball. Nate Peterman under center. Behind him is junior running back James Conner, coming off of a horrendous knee injury last year, cancer, and he comes back with 16 rushing touchdowns and 1,185 yards on the season. He's been an absolute workhorse for the Panthers so far this year and gets a good 8 yards to start the game out for him. Panthers now 2nd and 9, about 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Peterman drops back and he misses. He's been normally a very reliable quarterback, especially over the last few weeks, but it's just not a good throw, and unfortunately the Panthers would go down there and have to punt, and so Clemson, with Deshaun Watson helming their offense, would take over. 2nd and 3, and Watson picking apart that Panthers secondary that's been easily their weakness this entire season, finds Mike Williams for a 10-yard catch. Jordan Whitehead, the Panthers, all ACC safety, is able to bring him down. Watson in the shotgun. He drops back, looks to pass, throws the ball, finds Hunter Renfrow, who brings the ball in for a 17-yard grab and another first down for Clemson. Watson in the shotgun, lone sidecar and Gallman again. Watson drawing back, time to throw. He looks at out pattern to Renfrow yet again, and he is obliterated by Reggie Mitchell, and he looks to go down hurt, but it is a 1st and goal situation for the Tigers. Now under center, Watson hands off to Wayne Gallman. He's into the end zone, and Clemson strikes first. The Tigers take a 7-0 lead. And we'll take a look here. Studio update after Clemson puts in that extra point. Georgia upsetting Alabama, so undefeated Alabama loses in the SEC Championship game, which means Oklahoma surely is going to be in the National Championship game, as well as potentially Ohio State. And if Ohio State loses their conference championship game, it'd be the winner of this game into the National Championship, so potentially huge implications here. And that's a massive play. Nathan Peterman intercepted as he's forced to roll out to his right. Another incompletion. 0 for 3 so far. Smith reads the route as he looked for Scott Orndorff across the middle, the big tight end, and he pulls it in, and it's Clemson ball in very dangerous territory. And Peterman might have struggled because he looks like he's wearing a wrong color helmet. A little bit of glitch there, but Clemson here in the pistol formation. Watson fakes the handoff, but Dane Jackson is thrown away by Deshaun Watson. Rory Blair can't bring him down. Avonte Max missed on the tackle. He fights off Caprera, and Deshaun Watson on the first play following that interception is into the end zone, and it's 14-0 Clemson. Panthers with the ball, 3rd and 8 on their ensuing possession. Peterman under center, drops back, looking. He's forced to dump it off. He throws it deep, looking for Conner. It's triple coverage, and Fields is going to come in with the ball, and he falls out of bounds. But Peterman now 0 for 5 with 2 interceptions, an ill-advised throw, and Clemson with a chance to blow this game wide open in just the first quarter. We're not even halfway through the first quarter yet. Watson in the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Jordan Whitehead busts up through the middle. It's a big sack sack by the safety from Pittsburgh, making a big play for his hometown team. The sophomore safety, Jordan Whitehead, with a huge tackle, and Clemson 2nd and 17. Now next play, Panthers looking to be bringing blitz again. DeMar Hamlin off the edge. He hits Watson, gets in behind. No one picked him up, and the freshman corner, another Pittsburgh product, makes the sack, and it's going to be 3rd and 24 for Clemson. They would be forced to punt, and the Panthers take over. Peterman under center, but with nobody behind him. Empty set. He drops back, looks to throw, and he is obliterated by Carlos Watkins. Big sack, and because of that, Peterman forced to come out of the game with a bit of a sternum injury. They said upper body. So Manny Stalker comes in. He pitches the ball off to James Conner on the screen. Only gets 2 yards, and the Panthers forced to punt, but they've finally gotten a stop of this Clemson offense, so maybe a bit of momentum here. 3rd and 13. Watson throws. He's brought down, Mike Williams that is, by Avonte Maddox and Matt Galambo's teaming together to make the stop, and Clemson going to try for a very long field goal. We're talking 57, 58 yards, and the kicker pushes it well to the right, not even close, and so the Panthers will take the ball over on downs. Peterman in behind center yet again. He's come back from that injury. He's looking. He rolls out, throws, finds Dontez Ford. He fights off a tackler. Another one. He's inside the 20 to the 15, 13-yard line. A 48-yard catch and run from senior receiver Dontez Ford. It's the first completion for Peterman of the game, and it is a big one. It's going to put Panthers into the red zone and finally get them into dangerous territory. Ford did well to stay in bounds, fights off 2 tackles, and gets big yardage for the Panthers, and they're into the Clemson red zone on the 6-yard line now. 3rd and 2. Peterman under center, hands off to the big fullback George Aston, who rumbles forward to the Clemson 2, and the Panthers are going to be in scoring position, but that will bring to an end the first quarter. 14-0 Clemson. 2 big mistakes from the Panthers have hurt them so far. 3rd and goal, though. Peterman under center. He rolls out. He fires it. He's got Orndorff, and he's not able to get in. It's a 2-yard catch, but he's brought down about the half-yard line. And because of that, the Panthers, they need a big score. So Peterman comes out. Jumbo package. Handoff. George Aston, the fullback, and all he does is score touchdowns. He's into the end zone, and the Panthers have halved the Clemson advantage to 14-7. They're on the board. They stem the bleeding, and they get back into this game. Clemson with the ball at about midfield, though. Watson in the pistol again. He fires, and that's a rifle to Mike Williams, who's had an unbelievable first half. He gets behind Avonte Maddox. He's forced to be brought down by Reggie Mitchell, and Clemson threatening yet again. 3rd and 9, though. Watson in the pistol. He drops back, looking to pass, looking to pass. He throws it, and it's a drop touchdown. Surely Clemson receiver was not able to bring it. It's only the 2nd incompletion. Watson put it on a plate for him, but he drops it, and Clemson's kicker is able to come through this time, make it 17-7. Bit of a chip shot field goal, and they're able to take a 10-point advantage. Peterman, 5 wide set. Jester Weah goes in motion. Rolling out, rolling out, rolling out. He throws. He's got Dontez Ford yet again on a huge play. Ford out near midfield. 31-yard reception for the Panthers, but it's 3rd and 3 now. They haven't moved the ball much since that completion. Peterman under center. He throws it, looking for Quadri across the middle. It has to be pass interference. You'll wonder, where was the call? Nothing was given, and the Panthers are going to have to punt away to Clemson and Deshaun Watson, who's been unbelievable so far. Already 158 yards passing just midway through the 2nd quarter. But it's 3rd and 10 for Clemson on their own 43-yard line. Watson in the pistol. Panthers bringing a little bit of blitz off the edge. Watson throws it deep. It's nearly intercepted by Jordan Whitehead, but he knocks it away, and the Panthers are going to regain the ball, and they're doing just enough to stay in this contest. 3rd and 7 from their own 27. Peterman in the shotgun. He throws it. He's got Chester Weah. We know he's been a big play target all season, and that's an 18-yard grab to get the Panthers a first down. 2nd and 6. They come out in their flex, but look, Henderson running that sweep that he's been so well known for this year. Finally gets out to the open field for a big play, and that's a 23-yard run from Quadri Henderson on the jet sweep. He picks his way through the Clemson defense. He's up to 28 yards rushing on the day now, and the Panthers inside the Clemson 30. They're inside the 20 now. 3rd and 17, though. Peterman in the shotgun, looks to throw. He's got Henderson, who makes a fantastic catch, does a great job making sure he gets his feet in bounds, but it's only a 15-yard reception. You see, he brings it in. It's a good throw by Peterman, but he just led him a bit too far towards the sideline, and so it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Panthers. They're actually going to take a delay of game penalty just to give Blewett a little bit of a better angle, and they'll take the field goal to cut the Clemson lead to just a single touchdown again. But after a quick Clemson Henderson 3 and out. There's about a minute to play, but Pitt has the ball. 2nd and 15 on their own 25. Peterman rolling out, throws it. He finds Aaron Matthews. It's a great throw to the freshman receiver who brings it in, and it's a first down. 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. 5 wide set yet again at midfield. Peterman finds Quadri Henderson. Nate Peterman looks like he's finally got his feet under him, as that's another big conversion for the Panthers. 18 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Peterman finds Quadri Henderson again. A little short route, just a drag across the middle. Picks up 6, though. 3rd and 4. 8 seconds to play here in the first half. Peterman mixing up some plays at the line here. He's in the shotgun. Looking. Finds Aaron Matthews with a big completion yet again. Loving that route of getting the big receiver off towards the sideline. Peterman just puts it right where only he can make the catch. He's up to almost 200 yards passing on the day now is Nate Peterman. 5 seconds to play, though. One shot maybe for the end zone, and Peterman, lucky he's not intercepted as he was looking for Jester Wea across the middle, but gives 1 second left to play here in the first half, which brings on Chris Blewett to put a field goal attempt through and send us into halftime with Clemson leading 17-13. But some great fight from the Panthers. They fell behind just like this at home against the Tigers, and they fought back and came away with a victory, and they're doing it here on the strength of their passing game, which is pretty unbelievable. Clemson's running a hurry-up that's absolutely obliterating the Panthers. Watson's throwing all over that Panthers secondary, so they'll have to clamp down, find some way to, make adjustments on defense to shut down Deshaun Watson. But if Nate Peterman can keep it up and not turn the ball over like he did in the first half, this Pitt offense looks like it's going to put up yards. You expect Connor to pick up a bit here in the second half, so we'll see what goes on as we take a look at some big plays from the first half. All right, folks, and welcome back. Clemson with the ball here. 3rd and 6, opening drive here of the second half. Deshaun Watson looking. He's got Artavis Scott, one of his favorite targets, for a 29-yard catch, and Clemson is into Pitt territory. 2nd and 5 now from the Pitt 25. Watson over the middle. He's got Deon Kane, who fights his way all the way through to the Pitt 2-yard line, and Clemson driving yet again. But after a false start penalty and a sack, Watson's all the way back at about his 10-yard line. He's looking, he rolls out, he throws, it's intercepted. Avonte Maddox has got the ball. He's returning it back to about the Panther 15, but it's a huge interception. Watson, he's turnover prone a bit. He's got about 10 interceptions on the campaign, so he is a bit turnover prone. Unfortunately, a holding penalty on the return by Jordan Whitehead will bring the Panthers back to their own 1-yard line, but it's a huge play to keep Clemson out of the end zone and keep the Panthers within a single score. 2nd and 9 for the Panthers as they're getting out of the shadow of their own end zone. Peterman rolls out, and all he had to do was pitch it forward to Quadri Henderson, and they would have had a huge gain. He doesn't find him, and unfortunately the Panthers are forced to punt. It was a shank of a punt by Ryan Winslow that gives Clemson the ball at the 36 of the Panthers. Watson hands the ball off. Wayne Gallman's got huge holes to run through. He's into the secondary. 10-5, touchdown for Clemson. So after the Panthers made a huge play to keep the Tigers out of the end zone on their last drive, they give the ball right back, and Wayne Gallman splits right through the defense, gets into the second level, and from there he's got so much speed, no one's going to catch him, and it's 24-13, Clemson. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Peterman finds one of his favorite targets, most reliable targets, Scott Orndorff, for a big first down here. Under the halfway mark in the third quarter, the Panthers need to get something going here. 1st and 10 for the Panthers following that play. They decide they're going to run the read option. They hand it off to James Conner. He fights off 2 men. Maybe this is what Conner needs to get going here. Panthers up to 79 rushing yards on the day. Conner with 44 of those, and it's a big gain. 3rd and 16 for the Panthers, though. 2:50 to play here in the third. Peterman rolls back, throws. He's got Aaron Matthews yet again. Great pass. Aaron Matthews does fantastically to haul that ball in. He's got 4 for 72 on the day now. It was put on a plate for him by Peterman. All you do is bring it in. The Panthers convert a huge 3rd down, but Quadri Olson stuffed here on 3rd and 1, and so it's going to be 4th and 1. The Panthers decide to play it safe. Just keep it within 1 possession. They bring out the kicking unit. That would be Chris Blewett. He goes up, kicks it right through the uprights. His 3rd field goal on the day, and the Panthers are back within 8. But upset alert may be brewing. We mentioned how big of a game this could be. Wisconsin 24-10 over Ohio State right now. If the other undefeated falls, the winner of this game will be in the BCS National Championship game, which would be unbelievable. 3rd and 7 for Clemson, though. Watson drops back and finds one of his major targets, Wayne Gallman, the halfback, but he is stuffed by Mike Caprero behind the line, and it's going to be a turnover for Clemson. They're going to have to punt it away. End of the 3rd quarter, though, the Panthers behind by a single touchdown. Can they claw their way back into this game and come away with a dramatic victory here? 3rd and 4 for the Panthers as we're into the 4th quarter. Peterman hands off to James Conner. He stumbles and rumbles his way for a first down as the Panthers still have a long way to go. They get the first down, but they're only at about their own 20-yard line right now. 3rd and 5. Another big conversion as Peterman finds one of his reliable targets. That is Scott Orndorff, and it's a first down for the Panthers. 1st and 10 now. Peterman hands off to James Conner. He's got a big hole under center, and he's going to pick up about 12 on that carry and get to midfield for the Panthers as they are just taking their time, getting down the field as best they can. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers in that flex bone look. Peterman's got Quadri Henderson. He's running the sweep. He gets a couple of really good blocks. Jester Wee just runs into him just a bit, or he could have been through into the 2nd level and potentially gone, but it's a 13-yard run, and the Panthers with another first down. 3rd and 7. Peterman all by himself, 5 wide look in the shotguns. He needs a big first down conversion. He's got Trey Tipton over the middle. He fights off one. He's in. 10-5. Could he get in? He rolls his way. He's into the end zone. Trey Tipton is in a 31-yard catch and run. Nate Peterman found the freshman receiver across the middle, and so many freshmen making big plays today. Trey Tipton, Aaron Matthews, they're coming up huge, and Tipton fought off one tackle. He got into the secondary, got behind everyone, and he just said he would not be denied, twirled his way into the end zone, and the Panthers are within 2, but they will have to go for that 2-point conversion to try and level things up. So Peterman in the shotgun. He's got Connor as his sidecar to the left. What are they going to do? Run past Peterman, drops back, looks, he throws, nearly threw it away, but Scott Orndorff goes up and brings it in, and the Panthers have tied the score, and as they tie the score, Ohio State back within 4. So drama there in the Big Ten Championship. So many games that we're going to keep you posted on right now, but your Pitt Panthers have leveled the score and made things 24-24 with half of the 4th quarter remaining to play. But that means Clemson is going to have an opportunity to make some big plays. Deshaun Watson doing just that with his legs. An 11-yard carry getting Clemson a first down. 3rd and 19, though. The Panthers here setting up. They're in the dime package looking to try and shut down this attack. Watson, though, beats the zone, finds Artavis Scott for a 24-yard grab. The Panthers never played zone really all year, but they didn't know what to do to stop this Clemson attack, and they tried it there. Unfortunately, Watson beats him. He does it again as he finds Adam Choice through the middle, the running back with a 20-yard grab out of the backfield, and Clemson into Pitt territory. They're on the 7-yard line. Watson drops back, throws it. He finds Mike Williams, his favorite target all season, who's now got 7 for 100 and a touchdown in this game. It's Watson's first touchdown pass of the day, but he's up to 350 yards passing, and what a time to get your first touchdown pass of the day. Clemson takes that 1 touchdown lead right back, but they are going to give the ball to the Panthers, who decide, you know what, we've got 3 timeouts, we've got 4 minutes, no need to rush here. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Peterman throws the ball under center to Quadri Henderson. They're just chipping away at the Clemson defense, getting to 3rd and 4 here. The clock running down, though. Peterman 5 wide set as he's in the shotgun. There's no question that they're going to run here. Peterman, though, looking, forced to throw it away from the pressure off that offside by Clemson where he rolled out to, and it's going to set up a 4th down for the Panthers. This is really one of the plays for the ball game here. Peterman, 5 wide look yet again as the clock rolls down. He drops back. He looks. He's found Quadri Henderson. He just gets enough for the first down. 5 yards. They needed 4, and the Panthers drive keeps moving along. 5 wide set after a holding call. The Panthers forced to face a 2nd and 20. Peterman, though, drops back, looking. He's found Jester Wea, but it's not going to be enough. Only 4 yards for the Panthers. So 3rd and 16, 5 wide set again. What are they going to call here? Peterman dropping back. He's going to roll. He looks out to his right. He throws it. It's knocked down. It's not intercepted by Trayvon Mullen. He just deflects it, and that's going to give the Panthers one final attempt here. 4th and 16 for the ball game. 1:19 to play. Peterman in the shotgun. What are they going to do here? Peterman Rolls out to his right, looks, throws it. Aaron Matthews with a one-handed grab, fights his way forward to the 24-yard line. It's an unbelievable catch by the freshman. Peterman had the faith that he'd be able to bring it in. That is a one-handed grab. That could be the catch of the entire NCAA football season if the Panthers are able to come back and win this game. 1st and 10, though, for the Panthers. 1 minute left to go in the fourth quarter. They hand off, jet sweep to Quadri Henderson. Can he get past? Oh, he's just clipped by the cornerback, and he does get out of bounds to stop the clock, though, but it's only a 3-yard run, so 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. 55 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Peterman in the shotgun. He's got James Conner to his right. What's going to go on here? Peterman drops back, looks to pass. He's got Jester Wee over the middle. Beautiful spin move for the first down. He coughs it up. The ball's knocked loose. Johnson recovers it. And Clemson is going to win this game. The Panthers mounting one of their drives of the season. Peterman finds Jester Wee, who's been so unbelievable, making big plays. He juked his way, did a spin to get the first down, but he was then hit. The ball's jarred loose, and Clemson comes up with it. They're able to run out the clock, and it's going to be it. Deshaun Watson's going to kneel it, and the Clemson Tigers are going to win the ACC Championship. It's a devastating loss for the Pitt Panthers. Really one that is a game for the ages, just as far as the annals of just ACC Championship history are going to go down. But for the Panthers, it is devastating. For Pat Narduzzi, his first trip to the ACC Championship game ends in defeat. I don't think anybody expected them to get there this year, so there's that positive aspect to look at it. But to lose in this fashion is heartbreaking. You know you're going down to an unbelievable squad in Clemson. They were out for redemption after the Panthers beat them at Heinz Field earlier this season, 31-28, and they got that with a 31-24 victory. Just devastating for the Panthers. They did all they could. They went up and down on this Clemson defense. They fought to the very end. The defense, held a high-powered Clemson attack to just 31 points. That's going to do pretty well for the Panthers on almost every occasion, but a couple of turnovers earlier in the game, one major turnover at the end, a 3-1 turnover battle in the favor of Clemson. That's going to do it for you, and unfortunately it did in the Panthers today, so we hope you enjoyed this broadcast, guys. We'll see you on the recap show to let you know where the Panthers will be playing in bowl season, who's going to be in the national championship. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.